I think this is, a lot of people have asked, whether me and Jonno disagree over things over the years, and there was a couple of approaches prior to Salford coming to us, and I always seem to talk him around it and say that, we're always Rams bottom at heart, and on this occasion, my head was telling me to go, but my heart was telling me to stay with Rami. However, we feel like the pair of us felt like we took Rams bottom as far as we could take them in terms of, we're ambitious, we're passionate, and if we're not winning games of football, then we always look for reasons why. And it weren't for the want for trying. It was the fact that we just couldn't compete financially to attract better players at that time. And obviously, once Salford comes available, and you listen to what plans they've got in place, and the journey that they was prepared to take us on and be a part of that over, whether it was to be 12 months, 2 years, 3-4 years, however long that were, it was going to be really hard to turn down. So I think Jonno, he'd made his mind up straight away that he wanted to go. He drove down to my house on the Friday night and said that, come on, let's do it. We've worked hard for 5 years. It's going to be tough to leave Harry and Ramsbottom, but we leave on a high. We've got the club to the highest position it's ever been in, and give somebody else an opportunity to try and continue what we built there. And obviously, in terms of sentiment, it was really hard because we'd built a real good relationship with Harry, a really trusting relationship. Don't get me wrong, we had strengths and weaknesses, and so did he. But we bounced off each other really well, and we were successful over the 5 years. So, yeah, it was difficult because he become like a granddad to me and Jonno. Yeah. So, in terms of, our heart, it was really difficult. But in terms of, moving forward and getting to the top of our game, it was always going to be the way forward.
What was said to you then to sort of convince you and make sure that you guys were feeling comfortable about joining Salford? What did the owners say?
I think as a manager, you always need a platform. Depending on what type of manager you want to be, whether you want to be just somebody that is involved in the game because they enjoy it. Obviously, everybody's involved in football because they enjoy it, but myself and Jonno's vision is to manage in as high as we can. Whether that be, Jonno's beliefs is we'll manage England, we'll be England manager one day. That's something I laugh at, but that's his belief. But we want to manage as high as we can, and we'll do whatever it takes to get there. We'll jump through every hoop, and with Salford, they was always going to lead us on that path. However long we was there, they give us a platform in terms of the finances, the resources, and just the plan and the experience behind the plan. With the players that they had in and around the squad, obviously weren't playing for whatever reason, and it just sort of needed a shake-up. And I think, once we got our foot in the door and we got the lads on the side, it was a massive expectation at the football club, and I think the owners had ripped the first season off in terms of promotion or the accepted playoffs. But myself and Jonno still believe we could go and win the league with 17 games to go, and obviously that was a success. And off that, the more successful we become and the more games we won, the more they sort of drip fed us with the ambition and how the club would be run over the next few years. So they always sort of dangled the carrot, and we wanted more, and obviously, in terms of the success that we achieved there, then we got them to where we were because of what they said to us, and when they give us the opportunity to get the job.